So how am I feeling? I'm feeling, I'd say, a little weird perhaps because I don't really quite know what's expected of me and what I'm supposed to do here. This is my first time to do this. So I'm sure I'll get better as time goes along, but because this is the first lab and my first time to do a course like this, I'm feeling weird and strange. Yeah, because I'm just not sure exactly what to expect and how to go about doing this. At the same time, I'm also feeling excited because I want to see where this will lead and what it will bring and what the turnout and outcome will be. Where would I rank myself as to how I am, how much I'm participating here in this moment? I'd say I'm about a 70%. Most of me is here. There's about a small percentage, about 30% of me that's very excited about this weekend. I'm going to meet some old friends of my old town in Wishangbu, and I'm very excited to see them because I haven't seen them in about 2.5 months. So I'm also got my mind focused on that and how the weekend will be in that chance. Okay, let's see the times I took down. So first, with the moment from my childhood, I chose a moment from when I was in about grade 6 and I was about 11 years old. And I had a homeroom teacher who had helped me as well as others in the class to overcome our fear of speaking in front of others. And what she did was she gave us like this assignment project. It was completely optional. For those who chose to participate, we could recite a small verse from a story or just a little section of a storybook or poetry. And I chose to go with poetry. We could recite it, come to the front twice a week. She'd have, I think it was Wednesdays and Fridays. She'd give us a chance to, if we were ready to come and recite what we had decided to memorize. And so she would check it by holding the original, and she would give us a score out of 10 based on how close we were, how much expression we put into it, as well as the length. And usually I would get very high marks. And what she would do is then at the end of the semester, like 3 times during the year, she would tally up the whole total score, and the top 3 people, she would take them out to lunch. So I was always within the top 3 all 3 times, and I was very happy to be able to go out to lunch 3 times to one of my favorite restaurants back then called Mother's Place. It was very nice pizza and pasta joint. Actually, one time in the summer, she took us to a different restaurant for a bit of variety to like a homemade burger place, and it was really delicious and good. I found she helped me to grow my love of poetry more, and now I don't have hardly any fear of speaking in front of others. I'm a teacher, as well as in my spare time I enjoy reading poetry and writing my own poetry. I recently started my own poetry blog here in Korea, and I contribute a poem to it at least once a day. I try, if not most days, maybe once each day. And I hope to publish some of these poems into a book soon, by the end of the year. Okay, a moment from my teenage years. I chose a time when I was about, I'd say 18 years old, and I was just getting ready to go to university. I had chosen a university that was about 6 hours away from my hometown, and my parents had me put all my stuff together, so I packed all my things together, my clothes, school essentials, whatnot. We put them into the car along with my brother and sister and our cat. This big station wagon had a lot of room, but it was packed full. And we started to make our way driving into my new area of town, my new home. And I was really excited as well as nervous to see what this area of my province, Ontario, would look like, what my university would look like, what my room would look like, and what my roommate would be like. I'd never had a roommate before. It was my first time to have a roommate. While I'd shared a room with my sister, it was different because she was part of my family. But this was a complete stranger, someone I didn't know at all. So that was neat and quite the different experience. And I'm really glad my parents allowed me to go to this university that was quite a ways from my home. It allowed me to meet new people, learn how to be my own person, be more independent, and do more things for myself, as well as I got to appreciate my parents more, see more of what they do for me, as well as my brother and sister. From my adulthood, I chose a moment for when I'm at the age of about 33. This is my first time to come to Korea. I noticed that after 7 years of being a librarian, I needed a career change. I needed to do something more fulfilling. That job just wasn't for me, at least anymore. So I'd seen a newspaper ad, and it said about teaching English abroad in Korea, and it really inspired me and moved me and caught my eye. So I applied and got accepted, and upon getting accepted, I quit my job after 7 years and totally amazed everyone, including myself. But it was something I felt that I needed to do. I packed all my things, my belongings that were essential to me, and decided to travel abroad to South Korea and teach ESL. And it was a great experience. I don't regret it. I've been here almost 4 years now. It'll be 4 years in August. It's allowed me to learn how to be a teacher, to help many students learn, see what difference I make in their lives, as well as they're making a difference in my life. And this country is even making a difference in my life because it's allowed me to see how other people live in a different part of the world, and allowed me to realize a lot of what I have and what I should be appreciative of. I really have a lot and a lot to be appreciative of, and need to focus more on perhaps their things and giving more than just myself. Thank you.